Hello Guardians, it's G10 coming at you from the moon once again with another Legend Lost Sector tutorial. Today we're going to be running through K1 Communion, another one of those Legend Lost sectors that can be a little difficult for newer players to complete. Once again, if you're looking for a quick and easy Legend Lost Sector farm, maybe just skip this one and the rest of the ones on the moon. Try as I might, I was never able to get a sub 7-minute time on this one. Other Guardians who are more skilled than I am may find greater success, but if you're a newer player like I am, this is by no means a quick or easy farm. Nevertheless, here's my setup on my Titan for this Legend Lost Sector. There is a solar damage burn on this Lost Sector, so solar weapons will be especially effective. I'm going to be running Middle Tree Striker with Pulse Grenade solely because of Thunder Crash. The melee slam is also useful in some situations, but you generally don't want to be in the air for extended periods of time because you do take increased damage when you're airborne. For my weapons, I'll be running the Night Watch Scout Rifle in my primary slot to deal with those barrier champions. Nothing really that special here. Since there is a solar damage burn in this Lost Sector, I'll be running Tiku's Divination again in my energy slots. If you still don't have Tiku's Divination, get it from the Season Pass for Season of the Chosen before Season of the Splicer begins. This will be my main weapon for most of the run, because you can one-shot most of the dregs with a fully charged aimed shot, and of course the explosion damage is greatly increased, so you can clear a lot of ads just using Tiku's explosive shots. Finally, I'll be using this code Dwello with Impulse Amplifier and Cluster Bomb for my heavy weapon. This is mainly for taking care of champions and the boss, although I will be using Thunder Crash for most of my boss damage. Speaking of Thunder Crash, I'll also be using Cuirass of the Fallen Star to amplify my Thunder Crash damage. As I always say, you don't need any exotic armor pieces to complete this Legend Lost sector, but they do help. On my arms, I'll be running the Overload Bow and Anti-Barrier Scout Rifle mods as per usual, but you do note that these mods will be gone in just a little bit once Season of the Splicer drops, and we will be getting new artifact mods, so look out for that and adjust your runs accordingly. That's it for my setup, so without further ado, let's get into K1 Communion. Okay, so K1 Communion. You start off in this little stair area here, but the enemies are going to be spawning here in this room. I take out my Tikus, and that's how I'm going to deal with most of them, but right here I'm going to use my Seismic Slam to take care of a couple of them. Slide into cover. You really don't want to be out of cover for any reason here, because there are so many dregs, so many enemies, and really you want to be in cover as much as possible, dip out to take shots with the Tikus, and yeah, just you have to clear everything here. A barrier servitor will spawn right there, which can be a problem, especially since it does shield all those dregs and vandals, and they will be very annoying if you don't take care of them, so I'm going to do my best to take care of this barrier servitor right here. I'm going to try to jump shot right here. Yeah, just trying my best to take care of it. It is going to teleport a lot until you take care of its shield, so I'm just going to try to take it down a notch. I'm going to bring out my Dwello here, take a shot, and it will bring it down to very low. I'll finish it off with the Night Watch, and that's the first champion done. Now, you do have to deal with quite a bit of these champions in this Lost Sector, but if you have a Code Dwello or another similar solar rocket launcher, they're going to be a lot easier to deal with. There is a champion that you can stop from spawning, but it is going to be in the boss arena, and that just means that you have to take care of the boss really quickly. But in this room in particular, there are going to be a lot of annoying things to deal with. I missed my Seismic Slam there, which is very unfortunate. Just trying to slide into cover, I will die here. But that is alright, I have more than enough revives to keep going. It's just, every Lost Sector on the moon is very dangerous. There's so many things to consider. There's a lot of ads that spawn. Yeah, and in this room there is a servitor right there, has a void shield. So if you don't have a great way of dealing with that, the Tikus should do short work of it. And as you can see, I'm also dodging the shots of these vandals over there because they do hurt quite a bit if they even get one shot on you. And as you can see, the fully charged aim shot, even if I don't use the explosive component of the arrows, is enough to one-shot most adds. Especially if you get a good precision hit on them. So what I do is I just stay here in this little upper area here. It's very easy to defend from. Not a lot of angles that you have to worry about, and you can just rain fire down, quite literally, with the Tiku's divination. Now, I'm just waiting for the barrier to servitor to spawn here. I do have Thunder Crash up right now, so I will be using that to deal with it immediately. There, I see it, I spotted it, but there are a lot of ads to deal with still, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time clearing them first before I go for the big boy Chorus of the Falling Star empowered Thunder Crash onto the barrier champion. It should one-shot it, I'm pretty sure. But I'm going to try to damage it a little bit. Here we go! Thunder Crash, go boom! And that's a one-shot on the barrier servitor. Oh no, I got tagged by a spider mine. That's not good. But we should be fine right here. It's great if you can just one-shot champions like that, but sadly that's the only use of Thunder Crash that I have until the boss. I will regen it in enough time that I'll be able to use it immediately as soon as the boss spawns. But yeah, this is why I take Thunder Crash. It's number one, it's very funny. It's just hurling yourself as a projectile is great. But it will help tremendously in this fight because I really don't like dealing with that barrier servitor when there's so many ads to think about as well. I'm just gonna run through all of these spider mines just to trigger them. I'm not gonna get tagged by any of them. They are super annoying. Now there's a couple of invisible marauders right here. Just Tikus them down, punch them out. There's a overload champion that will spawn right here. There he is. So I'm going to Tikus him, try to stun him up, and use my code Dweller to take out most of his health. Almost dead. I'm just gonna finish him off right here. Bam! Punch to the face to take him out. And lots of ads really do spawn here, but if you can get a stun with a Tiku's unaimed shot, you can just take out a lot of them with the explosion right there. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm just going to use Tiku's to clear out most of these ads. Let's see, this is why I hate the spider mines. The Arachno modifier is just a headache. But this is going to be the boss arena, although you will have to take care of all of the enemies before the boss spawns. There is an overload champion that spawns basically right in front of you, but I do recommend taking care of all the ads first before you really focus on that guy. Oh, there he is. And I'm just going to run back. Oh no, the spider mine once again. Please let me get out. And that's the wrong way, but it works out. I'm just going to punch that guy in the face. And yeah, just chill here. Wait for my health to regen. And that guy should be dead. More ads. I do want to start working on this guy right here, the Overload Captain. He should be dead. Just a couple of more shots. Oh no, he's starting to regen. He's going to teleport out. He's going to get a lot of health back. This is bad. Why isn't he getting stunned? There's a stun finally. But I'm getting tagged from all sources of places. This is pretty bad if you want to do it solo. Definitely you will have to take care of him a little bit quicker than I did. But yeah, he should be the last champion that you have to deal with if you take care of the boss fairly quickly, because in one of the boss phases a barrier servitor will spawn, and if you don't take care of that, if it spawns and you don't take care of it before opening the chest, even after you've taken care of the boss, you will just get the gold rewards. So as you can see, so many ads on both sides of the room. I'm just using the Tikus to really quite relatively easily take them out. And once you've cleared out a majority of them, this big boy Shank will spawn. I will just take him out with a Duello as well as most of the Shanks that were out there. And that's usually a good move. Don't be afraid to use your rocket launcher ammo, and as soon as the arena turns red like this, you know the boss is spawning. My thunder crashes up. I'm gonna come back a little bit to get more damage, and there it is, thunder crash, Quirus of the falling star. Boom, I will die, but I did half health him. That's gonna help out quite a lot in the rest of the fight. I think that's enough to just kill him with a few more rocket shots, and the servitor shouldn't spawn. So he has come up right here in front of me. A couple more rocket shots. There he is. He's dead. Don't have to deal with any of those nightmares. Go straight for the boss cage before anything spawns. But yeah, that's going to be K1 Communion. There it is. Oh, lucky. I got both a core and an exotic right there. But I am still taking shots from everywhere. That's it for K1 Communion. So that's going to be it for K1 Communion. No secret emblems here, just a fairly straightforward, if a little long, Legend Lost sector. If you guys liked this video or found it useful in any way, shape, or form, please do consider leaving a like or a comment on the video, as well as maybe consider subscribing to my channel. I will be covering every Legend Lost sector as it comes into rotation, even with Season of the Chosen coming to a close soon. If you guys want to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch, all 3 links will be in the description down below. And as always, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Happy Guardian Games. Go Hunters.